If chemotherapy fails 97% of the time, why do doctors recommend it? Chemotherapeutic drugs are the only classification of drugs that the prescribing doctor gets a direct cut of, Glidden says. The only reason chemotherapy is used is because doctors make money from it, period. It doesn't work 97% of the time. If Ford Motor Company made an automobile that exploded 97% of the time, would they still be in business? He asks. No. An Australian study looking at the contribution of cytotoxic chemotherapy to 5-year survival rates in adults with malignancies found that the overall contribution of curative and adjuvant cytotoxic chemotherapy to 5-year survival in adults was estimated to be 2.3% in Australia and 2.1% in the USA. In their conclusion, the researchers stated, "It is clear that cytotoxic chemotherapy only makes a minor contribution to cancer survival." He cites this issue as just one example of a so-called healthcare system that prioritizes profits over human wellness. This is the tip of the iceberg of the control that the pharmaceutical industry has on us, says Glidden. Medicine in the United States is a for-profit industry. Most people are unaware of this, and most people bow down to the altar of MD-directed high-tech medicine. In the second video, naturopathic Dr. Leonard Coldwell shares a similar perspective, calling chemotherapy the Agent Orange of the medical profession. If you have a garden with flowers and bushes and trees and grass, and some weeds, you come with Agent Orange and kill it all off, and now it's all dead, and you hope only the good stuff is coming back, Coldwell says. They bombard the entire system and then they say the cancer is in remission. He notes that statistics on the effectiveness of cancer cures refer to survival rates after 5 years. You killed basically every bioelectrical and biochemical function in the body, he says. Since nothing works anymore, for 3 years, you have no cancer, you're cured. You're just dead in 5 years. Coldwell claims that radiation can cause similar harm. It's an assault with a deadly weapon, he says. When you radiate someone, it's causing scars. A scar can never turn back into healthy tissue. The problem, he says, is the way doctors are trained. No medical doctor ever learns about curing anything, says Coldwell. They learn about chemical intervention or surgery to suppress symptoms. They don't go for the root cause. He points out that doctors have high rates of suicide as well as alcohol and drug abuse. These poor guys figure out over time that they have no tools and that they are murdering, and have murdered, their patients, Coldwell says. You go into the medical profession, the first year, the first 2 years, you're really excited, you're really in it, you're giving your all, until you find out no matter what you do the patient gets worse, or they cure themselves. These poor doctors figure out they cannot help, he says. The medical profession is a religion.